Hello, welcome to another episode of the Cashing In on Creativity television show, which was born out of my podcast for creative entrepreneurs. This is a television show where we showcase ambitious creative entrepreneurs, whether they be artists, authors, musicians. And today's episode, we are going to talk to somebody who's not only super talented, not only an amazing local musician, but somebody who's also a friend. We're going to talk with Thomas Wade. Now, I met Thomas probably 25 years ago. We have some funny stories of, he was in a band that we used to follow that were friends of ours, and Thomas was the only one at the time who didn't drink and ended up, even though he was the lead singer and the one the girls were all looking for, he was also our taxi for everybody that followed with him. And we had a really good time with Thomas, but Thomas has been playing music since he was 4 years old. He is super talented. He's now living in Hamilton, but he's from the Southern Ontario area here, and he was amazing. The band that they were with, we were all friends of ours. We used to have such a good time, and they were actually Juno Award nominees. So they got to that level where if they had just kind of another year, and they would have been the full-blood professional stars, or whatever you call it when you get to those levels. Unfortunately, the band disbanded at about that time, and Thomas started a solo career. And once he started that solo career, he had a disease that made him lose his voice. And you can imagine somebody who's been in the music industry since they were 4 years old, losing their voice, what that did to his mindset, his career hopes. So we talked to him. He was he ended up still producing and writing. He's written songs for people like Celine Dion, and actually was able to get his voice back after some remedies, learning his own process when the doctors didn't think it was coming back, but Thomas would not take that as his final answer. And we talked to him today about what happened and how he got his voice back, and it's an incredible story. And he's written a book about it called Singing in My Sleep, which you certainly want to get if you want to hear the whole story. But today, we're going to talk to my friend Thomas Wade, not only about his career, but the disease that almost took it all away from him. Because you had an illness, which was really, you don't have to go into every detail. Save that for the book. That's where they're going to go into the book. But you give us a couple of the highlights so that at least brings people up to what we're talking about with the book.
Right. It'd be like in the movie, right? I'll just drive myself to the edge of the cliff.
And stop right there. I'll stop the video right there.
Yeah. If you want the rest, you got to get a pocketbook.
Does he live or not? Well, I guess we better do that before this podcast comes out, because they'll know you lived because you were on it. So.
Yes. No, I'm a Thomas Wade impersonator. Thomas is not with us anymore.
We should get Denise to fly right in on the mic right now and say, well.
Yeah, well, we had him stuffed and stuck in the corner. But anyway, let me try to be more eloquent than that. So here's the... All right, so this is an incredible interview. I would certainly urge you to go and you can download Thomas's music. His latest album, Blue Country Soul, is amazing. You'll probably see him out on the speaking circuit once we're finished with the pandemic, because he goes around and talks about the disease in a fun show that's filled with music and information. And you can get his book, Singing in My Sleep, which I would certainly encourage you to buy. You can buy it on your any of your local book platforms that you use, or go to the bookstore and order it. It's called Singing in My Sleep, and you can find out all about Thomas, and I'll get all of his information at thomaswade.com. Thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed this edition of the Cashing In on Creativity television show. I'm your host, Bruce Owridge, and I hope to see you again soon.